do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mayfield down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of...
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. A quick slant, good for 8 and a first. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target, and it's third down.
The receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mayfield with it once more. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Browns are back within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Lockett the return. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects...
This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Lining up for the
partner. To me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Landry. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And
that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Lockett the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They'll take over. First down
as the offense takes the field. We zero in. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard.
Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches,
and it's caught. Touchdown. Charlie Warner there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. And the defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Landry. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run it again with Chubb. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Landry. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? 19 yards there on the catch and run.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
8 yards.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. 4th down, Mayfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And his kick is right through. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
At the 22-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Stepping up. And a late score here in this one.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. To throw is Jackson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
26-yard line.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good.
Well, there you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.